hate puppies.
It's good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Sorry. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Hope you guys are doing well this week. Thank you again for joining us, as always. It's good to have you here.
Thanks.
Good to be here.
Was trying to talk to the listeners.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? Good to have both of you guys here, too. Why not?
Yeah.
You guys recovered from that stash bash yet?
That tap looks like a dildo. And I say it every time I'm in here. And you keep saying, no, it's not. I don't know if it's from this angle, but it definitely does.
That's
From that angle, I can see what you're
For
getting
sure.
at.
It's got a head. It's got a sack on the base. It's like all it's missing is a suction cup on the bottom.
to give people a little bit of insight into what he's seeing over here. It's a Sweetwater 420 tap. They always have a fish on the top.
I'm convinced the person that designed that is subtly playing a joke.
I mean, I never noticed it until
You took
How
it
did
out
you not notice it?
until you took it out of yourself.
I get it. Yeah. Ooh, what was that rib?
Yeah, exactly.
Ever so
That thing went
gently
in.
ribbed.
Yeah, that went in way too easy to not be a dildo.
Hey, if that's a tap, it's a good one.
Exactly.
We know how they make taps that look all different now. I mean,
But I've never seen a fish that looked like that.
it's a skeleton fish.
Oh man,
Dude.
the Sioux Indians used to. No, I'm just kidding. I never noticed it though until you showed up and were like,
So I'm the degenerate.
no, because I stand behind the bar pouring beers, or I stand in front of the bar. You happen to have that angle where you're just looking at it from the side. And granted, I would have to agree that there is a bit of awkwardness to it. I didn't think that's how you were going to start the show. You threw me for a loop there. I got to be honest. I didn't think that's.
I'm putting it
where
on
you
the
were going.
Facebook page.
And you're going to see what people think.
Do it.
No,
No,
I'm not too worried what they think. It looks like a dildo.
do a vote. Put it on. Put a poll up.
Good
Is
call.
this a fish or a dong?
Yeah, let me
Is
zoom
that
in a
gonna-
little bit more then.
That
getting
was
a
a
vote
gift
on.
from a listener.
It was.
It was, man. Go Atlanta Jim.
Yeah.
He brought that here. I thought that was.
Brendan was quite happy to see it. Now I know why.
Exactly. Giddy.
Makes more sense now.
He was doing that little clap that like Hercules did.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. That's not what happened though. That's not.
I was here.
It's exactly how it happened.
Convince the listeners all you want. But we know the truth.
Well, that's
The truth will set you free.
Yeah.
That's an awkward start to the episode. I got to be honest though. I had a more awkward moment just before we started here. That was a
Yeah?
little.
But awkward.
Well, we were all standing out here and we were getting ready to jump on the air, and then I was like,
Called
"Ooh."
an audible.
Yeah, I said, "Ooh, guys,
Yeah.
guys, I got
Omaha!
Blue 32. Hot route. I don't know what a hot route is.
Yeah. You're about to find out. Hold that thought.
I knew what a hot route was because I got the old bubble guts while I was
yeah.
standing here, and I was like, "Ooh, guys." Because I thought it was starting up a little, and I was like, you know what? I'll get through the show. This is going to be a non-issue.
Power through it.
And then all of a sudden, like the bubble guts turned dire, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to
Can't trust
go."
a fart. You're like, oh.
Quite literally, that's how the initial shock went down. I was over here and I dropped a little one, and I was like, I can't trust those throughout the show.
Yeah.
I can't do that for an hour
And
and a
you
half.
need to be able to trust farts. Like, I can't go through life not trusting farts. You know what I mean?
That's the truth.
I don't want to live
For
a life.
sure.
I don't want to live that
Yeah.
life.
Put me in the ground right now. If I can't cut them when I'm walking around, floating around,
It does make for a problem.
should be able to crop dust wherever I go. And I don't want to live in a world where I can't.
Well, I can relate. So that is why I decided to do something about it. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and
Do something about it.
So
Yeah.
I said, guys, I need to take a 5. I'm going to go. We'll start in just a moment. I haven't even told you guys this. So I just went inside.
You were gone for quite a while, though.
Well, when you have to wash your hands as much.
He did
as-
come back out and wrote on the board as a subject to talk about what just happened. Yeah. That's all it says.
Quite literally, that is all it said.
Yeah.
And I go inside and I take your typical bubble guts do. So this was not
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, this wasn't pleasant. It was like, yeah, that's the one.
Toe
I
dose.
don't want to have to. I don't want to have to get it
Like
too
the
much.
Porta
into
John
it.
lady. Similar.
Very, very similar
Yeah.
to your Porta John
I'm with
story
you.
from Midnight Brewery. Yes, and so this all goes down, and I'm feeling pretty relieved at that point. And I
Yeah.
look over, and I have that moment of terror. I was like, "There's no toilet paper here," and I've just absolutely destroyed. And I looked underneath the sink, and
Oh, no.
no, there was one. Thank
Okay.
God. Yeah, that's where the story should have ended, but it didn't. So I'm like, oh, okay, good. The toilet paper roll. So I go and I pop out the little, like, the spring loaded holder.
Yeah.
And so I've got the old spring loaded one. And this thing, I'm like putting the roll on.
Yeah.
And then this half of it goes
Doing.
doink, straight into the toilet.
No.
And I'm staring, and it's so murky, I can't even see it. Like, honest to God, it is gone.
Yeah.
And I'm
This
just-
is awesome.
And I mean, I just had this dumbfounded
You're
look on my
standing
face.
when you're trying to change it, or was it like went in between your legs as you were sitting?
No, I stood up.
Oh, so you're
'Cause I
like
had to
pants to the ankles.
Yes.
Standing up, changing it. Shitty ass and everything.
Yeah, I stood up.
Yeah, you did.
Went under the sink, got up, was like, oh, but no, and then it goes doing, and then boom, sploonk. And I was like, no.
That shit
it
might have
did
had to
not.
get flushed. I'll buy a new one.
So the first thought in my mind
No,
was,
but it might have
flush.
clogged the toilet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was and that's when it's
Buy a new
like,
toilet.
Buy a new house. Just sell the house.
Exactly.
Call it a day.
For
That's
sure.
bad.
Pack it up, kids.
Yeah. Yep.
that's when I
Daddy dropped the
officially-
spring. You gotta get out of here.
burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
And that was because I was going to flush, and then I thought, no, this is going to clog, and then I'm going to have a much bigger problem. So I just stared at it, just dumbfounded, like mother. So then I had to like waddle into the garage,
Yep.
and then I'm in the garage like.
Were you
there's-
downstairs, though?
Yes.
Okay,
thank
good.
Goodness.
Had you pulled your pants up, or are you legitimately waddling into the garage?
I'm up mostly.
That kills me.
You know, for the
shitty ass
most-
too.
Yeah.
'Cause now the
Oh,
cheeks
yeah.
have closed on each
Yep.
other, so it's all mushing itself around even extra in there.
It was problematic to say
Yeah.
the least. So I'm like waddle, go in the. And then what tool do you use that you will never use again?
Well, and not to interrupt your story, but you have to really see what Brendan quote unquote calls a garage, because his garage looks like a bomb went off after a bomb had gone off in there.
Yes.
So it's not like he walked over to his row of tools hanging on the pegboard and grabbed the one with the outline around it that was
Yeah.
made perfectly. Like,
In my defense,
he probably had to step over like 10 fucking things.
For sure.
I did have to shimmy around a generator and a lawnmower. But in my defense, a perfectly designed garage would not have been any more convenient. Or
The
less
hell it
convenient.
wouldn't if your pants around your ankles with,
Yeah, you
with
don't
a
have to
dirty
do
butt.
the 100-meter hurdle.
What,
to get to
what
your
tool
tools.
do you go for to get
I'm just
through
saying navigating your
mud?
garage is
How
hard.
about tongs?
But then tongs are for food.
Well,
No,
you throw
like
them away.
Yeah, you trash them.
Well, so that's what I thought. I thought, okay, I need a tool. And then I was like, a tool that I can throw away.
How about
So
one of the
that-
magnets? You got a magnet?
I actually got very lucky that I have
Long screwdriver.
No, I had a pole.
Hand.
I bought a. I almost stuck my hand right in there,
Yeah.
and I started rolling up my sleeve, and I was like, "Get a hold of yourself!"
Animal.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't do this.
No.
And so I went out to the garage, and then I found this thing. When I was building the pallet house,
Bowflex.
I had poles for these fans. I had bought
Oh,
two
yeah.
two
The
new
extension,
poles,
yeah.
and they weren't long enough. But I'd already ordered them from some other place, and I was in the middle of all this stuff, and I just never returned the poles. They're still in cardboard. And I was like, these are perfect. It's a $15 poop grabber tool thing.
Except it's just a pole. It doesn't grab anything.
No, it doesn't. But in my mind, I figured if
gonna
I could
stick
just
it around in there
just
and
pin
take-
it. I just
Yeah.
needed to pin it
Pin it
long
on the
enough to
side?
flush. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. I got in there and I pinned
Pulled
that
it to
bad
the
boy.
surface and
Yeah.
That's
And then you,
hilarious right there.
oh, that
So
is funny.
I ended up pinning the bad boy to the side. Like I'm in there like look, finding it. And then finally it was like, tink, gold. There's gold in them there shits.
Yeah. Don't tell my neighbor.
And so he'll be over here spelunking.
Oh, he'll be rooting around and
For sure.
Where'd you get that pink eye? Been spelunking? So I ended up I ended up pinning it against the wall and then just flushed and was able to maintain long enough to make it go. So pulled it off. And then so it flushed out, but then I still had to get the damn thing out.
Yeah.
Which was disgusting in its own right.
For sure.
So as you can
So
imagine.
you went bobbing for apples?
Yeah.
And then I took it. I had to go clean it off, which
Yep.
now I'm like, this is disgusting. So now I had to wash that, and then I washed my hands on 3 separate occasions. Each one probably enough to take care of the problem, but like you do the first one, you're like, I'm gonna have to redo it. Washed them all over again, and was getting ready to leave, and I was like, what are you, an animal?
Yeah.
Wash it again.
Right.
I had to go back and wash it, but that was not a good start to the show. And then you start calling my tap a dildo. I was like, this is not my night.
No.
It's just
Well, you're
not.
calling your dildo a tap.
That's
Why can't you both be right?
We can. That's what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying, yeah.
I think it's about finding common ground.
Yeah.
I would say that. Hey, can you hit the X on that for me and just grab that thing off of there?
Oh, you don't want...
It's over. Yeah. I don't know that. Wife doesn't need to hear this. Thank you. Wife doesn't need to hear that
Oh,
story.
I thought we might see a show.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Hadn't even thought about that. Sorry. But yeah, so that was an inauspicious start to the show, unfortunately. But it's behind me now.
I get
I'm
it.
gonna-
It's behind you.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
I did.
Got jokes.
I did.
Poo on me.
I forgot I had that drop. Gotta do that one a little bit.
I got
There
the
it
poo
is.
on me.
That was exactly how I felt. It was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So, God. So how'd you guys feel about Stash Bash? You guys have a good time?
It was awesome.
It was totally awesome. The venue rocked. The food was amazing.
It was hot as shit.
It was hot in there.
Well, you were wearing an inch of insulation around your head. I mean, I assume it was hot for you.
The fact that my ears were behind and I could not hear anyone, it was like when you have headphones on and you're talking to people like this.
To give everyone who wasn't there
Oh
a
my
little
God,
understanding.
It was the most frustrating thing ever. I was legitimately like,
Ely
I
wore-
hope you're saying something funny because I'm laughing at you.
Ely wore created a Woolly Willy get up. And so it was a giant piece of insulation that you would cut a hole out and put the whole Woolly Willy thing on. So just your noggin just stuck through with your big doofy mustache.
Right.
And I don't
big
think
red nose.
it was hilarious because that thing went just back to where your ears started.
Exactly.
And was a force field for all sound.
Yeah. Like
So
to
if you
talk
want,
to me, you had to be behind me.
And it was just absorbing all the sound as it
Yes.
hits it.
and that thing was made out of straight asbestos. Like
No.
you had
Oh,
asbestos
they sell it at
all
Lowe's,
over you.
Special ed.
Yeah, 1970 Lowe's.
Oh, yeah. I did fire the DeLorean up that night. That's a fair point.
It did look funny because you had insulation flaking off onto your
Yeah.
shirt, but you couldn't tell because it was all behind you.
Yeah. Can't tell you anything.
I mean, that thing was what, 2 feet, a foot and a half on either side, 2 feet up, 2 feet down. It was a
Yeah.
big old.
It was a big chunk. It was 2 foot, 2.5 by 18 inches or 20 inches.
That was hilarious, though.
Yeah.
You
it
did
was
look
awesome.
good.
There were lots of good costumes there.
There were tons of them.
But watching you navigate conversations was definitely like
navigating the whole place was horrible.
my favorite hobby of the night. Did you even think about that before
Of
you
course.
got there?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you would
Like,
take
this
that
is
into
going to
account.
suck, but it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you probably did have one of the best costumes there for sure.
I would
Yeah.
say you did.
I
Like
had multiple people tell me
most
that.
original because like
There were people that came up to me that were like, I've been here the whole time, and I've never seen. I'm surprised no one's ever done this. You
yeah,
killed it.
Yeah.
So
Because you saw like 3 Tom Sellecks,
yeah,
multiple Burt Reynolds,
right.
like
One Ditka.
one Ditka. But you
couldn't
saw,
believe
But
that.
you saw other football coaches.
Yeah, but I've always seen a Ditka there every other year, so I was like, I'm going to be a rerun, but there was no other one
None
there.
of us were repeated, which was weird.
It was a solid Ditka.
It was good. What about our boy Jay and his Rick James outfit?
Yeah,
That was
he
good.
Killing
He
me.
had glitter everywhere.
yes.
Everywhere.
He
Yeah.
made me hot. Like it was hot as shit in there, and he's wearing that velour suit
How did he get it on?
and wig.
Can we talk about that?
It was painted.
That
It was
shit
painted on.
was strangling the dog shit out of him.
Was it a like a romper? Was it all one piece?
I think it was 2 pieces
Okay. Yeah, it was on there.
for sure.
For sure. And
Looked like they were baking bread in his pants.
And every bit of skin that was exposed was covered in an inch of glitter.
Yes.
Like that was
Which was
hilarious.
awesome.
He gave me
Oh,
a hug
no.
when we got there.
Oh, yeah. I got
And
glitter
I was
all
like,
over me.
son of a bitch. I may as well go to a strip club.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm already done.
Yep.
Yeah. It was awesome.
He looked good though.
Lee's
The abacus?
the abacus, his shirt was pretty cool. Did you see he was the lawn care guy?
Yes.
And it's that shit, Big Willy's Lawn Service, trim and bushed in '69. Classic.
Classy.
The wizard was getting me.
And Cheech?
Yes.
Dude, he looked just like Cheech.
Spot on
does.
Cheech.
He looks like a Spaniard. Full on Spaniard.
Have we put a picture up?
Does
I
he
don't
have,
think so.
Does he have any Spaniard in him?
Yes. I don't care if he says no. The answer is yes.
Yeah, there's no two ways about
Yeah,
it.
he may not know,
Either
but
that
it may have been Inigo Montoya.
His wife should be able to find out for him.
Yeah.
That's true. She's the geneticist
Yeah,
of the group.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had a good group. We'll have to put a picture up. Actually, Jay did send in a picture of him, so maybe we can put that one up or
And
something.
Emily sent a picture too, right?
And we saw a lot. There were some listeners there. That was great, man. We had a blast for sure. Except
And-
for the fact that late night I got tore up.
Don't skip the part. We won. Group
Yeah,
of
that
the
was
year.
pretty cool. To all you guys out there who supported us this year, every person that you donated to on our team had a great year. Joe,
$100 Joe.
$100 Joe. That was a little, but good job, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So our team raised almost just shy of $12,000, and combined M4K raised. They thought they were going to be a little short, but they raised over $308,000, which was what's that, $40,000 more than last year.
I mean, that's impressive total.
Yeah.
I think it ended up being 320, right?
Well, after you have it at the moment, it was
Oh,
308,
yeah,
but
gotcha.
enough donations came in throughout the
Afterwards.
evening
Yeah.
Wow.
to take it up that high. I mean, that is an impressive number, and
That's
over
huge.
11 grand of it came from listeners and supporters
Yeah.
here, and I thought that was awesome. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much. Well, except for the 850, that was
you.
me helping out the cause, but
You
either
got
way,
that silver pen.
the team did a great job,
Yeah,
and because
we
of
won
it, we
Team of
got
the Year.
we got recognized there. So thank you guys so much. That was awesome to be recognized.
Thank you,
Team of the
M4K.
Year.
We got an awesome plaque.
Yep.
It was very cool. It was very cool. So it was a good experience.
Looking forward to next year already.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
am not. This mustache could not get off my damn
Yeah.
face.
You're a liar.
Fast
You two
enough.
were rocking that thing for the rest of the weekend. I shaved
We
mine first
were.
thing in the morning. Y'all were rocking y'all's.
I rocked a pencil thin mustache, which is a very different kind of mustache.
It's worse.
You didn't have it all day, did you?
No, just at the end of the day.
What did you shave midday?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm quick like that. I dialed it in.
That's so weird.
Is that because that the Wiz's wife brought the clippers?
No,
Or you had your
We'll get to it. I'll get to
hipster, blade in your pocket, and you were like, "I'm going to shave."
I have
right
one of those
now."
Norelco one blades.
Yeah,
Those things are great.
Do you really?
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, that's how
thing.
you did it. Is that
Yeah.
what you shave with usually?
No, but I trim stuff with it. I
Yeah.
keep stubble. Like I like that thing a lot. But you can use it with no guard on it and just lop a mustache into a pencil thin
Yeah.
in a minute flat, like without much effort. So that was cool. But even after, like we partied
we
at the
went
Stash
out.
Bash, and then we went out, and that's when things got crazy because
I went to Taco Bell.
smart.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that, actually.
Yeah, no.
That is basically the perfect end to a party. Everybody knows that.
it was awesome.
So you're not breaking any ground there.
Yeah, no,
Good party should end with Taco Bell.
for sure.
I agree with that. We just weren't ready for Taco Bell yet. So we went out to, the next party.
Yeah, we kept it going.
And that's where a handful of listeners were out there. So that was cool. Got to
Nice.
hang out and drink some beers. But what I didn't realize is how popular Ditka would be off the reservation.
Really?
Like without people knowing that it was a costume, they're just like, yes, you, my man, have a drink. Like, let's hang
What does
out
that
over
mean?
here.
You mean you thought that there was a chance that they thought that you were wearing that on purpose? Like they knew it was a costume, motherfucker.
Well, I assume they knew it was a costume,
Yeah.
or at least I was dressed to look like
But when you're in
Ditka.
costume and it's not Halloween and you just kind of forget about it,
For
you
sure.
start wandering around and people are looking at you and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm wearing overalls and
Yeah.
all camo right now.
Yeah.
I look
Yeah.
weird as shit. Like,
Yeah.
but you don't see yourself till you go look in the
Yeah,
mirror.
you lose sight of the fact that you look a little crazy.
I kind of get excited for those moments where I'm like, I'm about to walk in the store wearing this funny ass
Yeah,
shit.
hell yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Throwing high fives to everyone.
Which is the beauty of the mustache, because for most of November, you're like,
Yeah.
yes, I look creepy. But then after a while, you're like, oh my God, I look creepy in every situation.
I think I mentioned this, but this was the first year where I was like, caught myself in the mirror and was like, that shit's hideous.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had pretty thick stashes
Yeah.
by the end there.
It was
That
walrusy.
All I know is all the M4K guys kept telling me how good I looked with a mustache and how natural I looked with a mustache.
I was loving that aspect of it, because
Yeah.
they're like, this guy should have a mustache forever. Like, he looks great.
I'm like, no, I don't. No, I do not.
Well, our fair-skinned ginger friend, he should keep that mustache. I was saying that all night.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
guy in the
yeah.
short shorts? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you're
The
talking
kilt.
about...
No, the
The
kilt.
kilt.
Oh, the
Groundskeeper
Scotsman.
Willy. Yeah.
He did look right.
Yeah.
And
Like,
if you look back at
his pops
I was about to say,
ran it forever,
yeah,
too.
if you look at his family tree, it's
Yeah.
Run it back,
loaded
dude.
with
Yeah,
mustaches.
I've got a theory that if you're like me and you're bald, like slick Mr. Clean, if you don't have facial hair, you look fucking weird.
Yes. You,
You know what I
kind of
mean?
have to.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you
got
need
that
something.
alopecia look
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
on, so
like-
you need to do something.
Like powder.
Bend this spoon for me, dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. Like you need something to counteract all the smooth curves.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
This cue ball's missing something.
Exactly. It needs a Fu Manchu.
Oh my God, it was definitely a good time though.
It was awesome.
It was a good time. And then the next,
I couldn't drink my beer either. Like the thing that was on my neck was so big.
couldn't
My
get your
arm, I had
hand to-
T-Rex arms, and I couldn't reach the beer to my
Couldn't
mouth.
reach around.
And the damn the bartender saw me struggling, and I was like, "Do y'all have any straws?" And she's like, "Nope." And I'm like, "Great." She went and hunted and found me a straw, so I was drinking beer out of a straw. The
are
whole
you
evening.
serious?
Oh,
That
yeah.
is beautiful. I didn't know that part
Yeah.
of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
The
great.
venue, oh, yeah, we were at Triple Crossings Fulton, which was a great venue.
And they make great pizzas. Told you.
Yeah.
What? Did you have the pizza?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that explains the Taco Bell.
Was the pizza like on the buffet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
They had
Not at all.
like 7 pizzas for like the first hour and a half, just coming out.
No.
Well, they were great.
Cool.
They were very good. You wouldn't
I'll
have been
find
able to,
out
you
because
wouldn't have been able to reach them anyway.
I left my bank card there, so I got to go back.
Yeah, you would have starved
you
to
do
death
that?
or died of thirst.
I don't know because I'm absent-minded. I'm
Yeah.
becoming.
I mean, it wasn't a drinking thing.
no, it was just I'm an idiot thing.
It was time to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to leave.
You guys forget dumb shit all the time too.
I don't forget a lot of stuff, but the whole thing, like, that caught my eye and attention when I got there because they were like, we're keeping your card.
Yeah, who does it anymore?
And I was like, it kind of took me back because it's happened recently a couple times at a couple different places. And I was like, were we not all in agreement that we were swiping it and giving it back like 3 years
You
ago?
know where that
I
Like,
thought there was a memo that came
Yeah,
out
yeah.
about that.
Strangely, that seems to be a brewery thing. They keep your card at the brewery. At the bar, they swipe and hand back. It's just something I've noticed because the only few times I've left my card somewhere, it's breweries. Just as of late. I don't know if it's a trend or if I just happen to screw up at breweries.
just get on the same fucking page. I don't care which way it is, but
Yeah.
because
Like, we all agree you're going to charge me a 20% tip if I screw it
Yeah,
up. That's
yeah.
fair. Give me my
but
card.
I don't want to have to double back to get the damn thing.
Yeah, in my case, it's legitimately the farthest place away from my home.
Yeah,
In Richmond.
that is the last bar in Richmond from your
It
house.
really
Sure.
is.
Yeah,
Because it's
Yeah.
the last bastion of the Richmond line on the other side.
like,
Absolutely.
Then you're in Verona.
Yeah. God, is it far? That's why, like, the wife's like, "You got a new card yet?" I'm like, "No." You
Yeah.
gone and picked it up yet? No.
Yeah,
It's just sitting there right now. I'm using.
you have another one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Did you ever do the like? And I've done this like back when I was young and poor, and like prone to leaving a bar
Yeah.
and leaving your car there. Like, oh shit, I'm leaving. It's Saturday morning. I went out Friday night and like I got to get my card. I left my card and I was planning on leaving at 9 in the morning and the bar's not even open. Like, you're totally humped. Like, it's not like I had multiple credit cards back in the day. It was like, that was my debit card. Like, I don't have access to money right now. You ever done one of those?
Oh, I did a horrible one of those. I can tell a quick story on that. So we were at a wedding. I didn't live down in Richmond. And we were at somebody's wedding, and I don't know where it was. And I used to always be famous for the, like, I'm hammered, I'm leaving. Like, I used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
It was like...
Drive out?
Yes.
Okay. Just
you were there. You know, that's what I used to do all the time.
That's why I figured I would check to see what... I'm just checking my time
It was
frame.
horrible. It was the worst thing ever. But I was famous for it. So, sure enough, at this wedding, and we're in Richmond. I live in Northern Virginia. That's key to the story. Northern Virginia, weddings in Richmond. I live up there. The wedding's over. I'm like, all right, y'all.
I'm out.
Catch y'all later. Cool. I leave, get in the car. I'm driving. I come to with all the lights on in the dash.
Oh, God.
And I'm in a hotel parking lot. And the car has run out of gas. And I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on?
Oh, so good news, bad news.
So in a drunken haze, you drove as far as you could drive.
And managed to get to a hotel, though.
You were like, all right, I'm stopping, whether I'm out of gas or I'm tired or whatever.
Yes.
And then that's when reality snapped back in.
Except I was in Dinwiddie, had gone the wrong way.
Oh, no.
And not that far.
Right.
I mean,
not at all.
Yeah.
Right. And so to your point, I had 0 coin because my one bank card was at the bar.
Oh.
And it was like 8 a.m. and all my friends were blacked out sleeping somewhere. And
was this pre-cell phone?
No, it was not pre-cell phone, but I was 25 or whatever, and all my friends were after a wedding. They're fuck you and your phone ringing.
I went to bed an hour ago.
Exactly. Yeah, legitimately. I'm out of gas, so I'm at a hotel.
So you slept in your car then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you pulled over and slept in the car.
Yes, that's exactly what I did. Left it on.
So you weren't.
Keep the
slept
car
on
going.
the way to Dinwiddie.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But you didn't pull over to try to get the hotel room and couldn't get the room because you didn't have a cash.
I was looking for a spot. Apparently, if I'm knowing myself, I was looking for a spot to park and just take a nap.
And be safe, yeah.
Yes.
And I addressed the 20 lights on my dash.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. The 20 lights came because I left the car running to keep the air on.
Yeah.
It eventually ran out of gas because I left it on so long, and the bastard, all the lights were on the dash. So...
And then you probably woke up because you were hot.
Oh, but imagine, like, and this was before, though, like, maps.
Yeah.
Like, I did get out of the car and was like, where am I?
Yeah.
What is this place? So I remember walking in.
Yeah, because you don't know
no
Dinwiddie.
clue.
Yeah.
I have no clue where I am. I walk in there and I'm like I'm fucking Marty McFly, like, what year is it?
Yeah.
Where am I? The person behind the counter has got to be like, this guy.
Yeah.
All disheveled.
Yeah.
Probably, taco stains on my shirt. Just probably the
wearing
worst thing
half
ever.
a suit.
Yeah, tie still around my head, probably. You know what I mean? Where am I? And then, okay, cool. You're in Dinwiddie. Great. Is
That
there
doesn't
a gas
help me.
station? I have a car that's got no gas. And it was like 3 miles away.
Do you have a gas station around here that takes no money?
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I ended up walking miles to this gas station and then convincing the dude to let me buy Aquafina or let me have Aquafina bottles and fill them up with gas.
Which is against the law.
Yeah. So I ended up getting like a gallon.
Who bought you the gas?
Nobody. He like fronted it to me.
Oh, he was like, I'll
Yes.
buy you a gallon worth of
Yes.
gas.
You can,
He's like, you don't seem like
He
a
saw
homeless
me and
guy
was
just
like-
trying to scam me, reeking of
Exactly.
booze.
Yeah. No, it was a dude that ran the place. He was like, let me do it. He was like, yeah, okay. So I guess I was cool.
So you're
Whatever.
carrying like, what's that, like 10 Aquafina bottles?
No, I mean, I had like 2 or 3 of them. Gave me just enough gas to get, wherever the hell I went.
Back to get your credit
Back to
card.
Richmond?
Exactly.
Oh.
It was miserable, dude. It was so miserable. I'll never forget that.
So then you probably didn't get home till like late afternoon.
Opposite, yes. It was. I'll just never
Did anybody ever call you back or anything?
No, of course not.
Well, once you get the gas and you make it back to
Screw
get your
you
card,
guys.
you're
Yeah,
probably
I'm
like,
outta
I'm
here.
done
Yeah.
anyway.
I went to the bar, got the card. It was horrible.
can I have a drink in my card?
Yeah,
I got to drive.
exactly. Yeah.
Is there a gas station around here?
I was like, I remember being like, where am I? What is this place? Like I was a fucking frozen caveman and shit.
See no man.
Yeah, exactly.
What year is it?
Yeah. I got to be close to home. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
I know I was driving for a while.
Exactly.
Don't.
Yeah. Oh.
That's hilarious. Damn.
So you have done that. A simple yes.
Nailed
would
it.
suffice.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Cool story, but yeah.
Well, I'm hoping the statute of limitations on that one has run out.
Exactly. Jeez.
Allegedly, I did all those things.
Yeah. That was in
That's
Mexico
exactly
on a closed course.
Do not attempt.
Right.
Dude, that Stash Bash was a good time though. And after that late night party, I was feeling a little rough.
Dude,
I
I
gotta be
was
honest.
feeling awful.
I remember, Troy, you know how I know you and I were drunk? A guy that we never met before was like, hey, take this pill. It's nicotine.
Yeah.
We took him at his word.
Yes.
Wow.
He was like, you just put it in your mouth. We were like, that sounds safe.
Yeah.
And we took it. And then Troy's like, I'm spinning. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I hope that's nicotine.
I was
Yeah.
like,
I'd have freaked out.
Well, I've been up for 3 days and I want another pill.
Yeah.
But it was a nicotine pill.
my hat was flipped back, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
we've got to get the hell out of here.
He was like, they sell these at Walmart.
Or he said Amazon. He told me he bought those
That's
on
what he said.
Amazon.
He said he got it on Amazon, and we were like, good enough for me.
Yeah.
You guys ever done peyote?
Yeah, exactly. It was a weird night. But yeah, we ended up taking shots and partying there for a while.
Yeah.
And then I know we staggered back home, and I remember getting home and was an absolute wreck. And I had forgotten, well, I guess I hadn't forgotten, but I didn't care that I had a wine tour the whole next day, like a bus
yeah.
tour. And my wife woke me up after I'd been asleep for minutes.
All chipper and ready to go.
Oh my gosh, she was fired up because
Yeah.
she had stayed home the night before. She didn't go to the Stash Bash, and she was like, I had the best night. Like, the kids weren't here, you were gone. She's like, I watched like 7 episodes of Ozark, sipped wine, and like hung around.
Went
and
to bed early.
yeah.
she was like, it was great. And I was like, yeah, I got some good sleep too. I'm ready to go. And like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
jumped in the Miata. That's how I know I was still drunk, because the next morning I was like, know what we should take in the dead of winter on a rainy day? The Miata.
Yeah.
As soon as we get in the car, I'm like, the tire's low. It looks like you need some gas. Like, we're going to have to pull over.
And you were driving like an hour, right?
Yeah, we went down to Charlottesville,
Up.
wherever, east or west. So it's not even up. It's left. Went left to Charlottesville.
Northwest, but you said down and east. Either way.
Yeah, I went southeast.
Yeah. To Dinwiddie.
I took the Ely approach. I made it.
Exactly.
So
they
we-
got great breweries down there.
Dude, I literally just pretty much laid around that entire next day. And
Did you?
And
Oh, God, I'm so jealous.
I couldn't stop thinking of you guys because I knew what y'all were doing.
yeah.
And I knew it was going off at noon. And I knew
Yeah.
who you were with. And I was like, this is a 12-hour minimum commitment. And I think I Marco Polo'd Brendan at like 5 o'clock just to see if he was alive.
Dude, I drove that Miata out there, and I was on a bus at 12:15. I was 15 minutes late, which I think for me was
Solid.
pretty good.
On time.
I was like, I pulled this off.
But
And
y'all had
then-
a crew, so I'm sure you weren't the last person.
Well, that was
anyway.
the beauty. Someone had taken a wrong turn down a country road, like another couple, and they were holding everyone up. So I got to be like, ugh, those people.
late,
Yeah.
those late people. They're
But-
the worst.
So what happened? They had this. They had a gas station there that had everything, and I went inside.
They
and I
did.
was
That
like,
place was awesome, by the way.
that was the best. In fact, I used to refer to that place as the King Mobile, because when I was in college and high school, I had a mobile card. That was the only.
Toronto or bust, motherfucker.
You know.
Yeah.
So all I had was a mobile card, and my parents paid the mobile card because it
Yeah.
was for gas and emergencies. And so we knew.
Anything else you need.
Aranto was a city outside of Radford,
Uh-huh.
and we needed shit Kennedy, and I'd be like, Aranto, motherfucker.
I'll be like, I'll fill up your car if you take me to that mobile.
Yeah.
And I would buy like a carton of smokes.
Yeah.
Like some other and then I'd sell the smokes. It was like laundering money
For sure.
back
And
into
the,
my
parents, the
account.
parents
Yeah.
never were like, what's this $100 mobile
Yeah.
charge?
$300
Yeah.
in gas makes sense.
Yeah.
If it's only once a month.
Yeah, exactly.
But this mobile, that was a mobile station, that particular gas station, we called it King Mobile because it had everything. Everything. You could buy a saddle if you needed a saddle. Like they had, you name it.
Weird.
There was a florist in there. There was a deli. I was like, this is fantastic.
I got one of those eclairs. That shit was fire.
Nice.
So when we pulled up to where the bus was, I was like, we're at King Mobile. Oh, my God. I used to drive out here in high school just to shop. And so we go in there, and I'm like, all right.
it was that close to where you grew up?
No.
But there was always reasons to be on a road trip, and you would be down that road. And if you were anywhere out near Charlottesville, you would make sure you took 29 because 29 would pass King Mobile. And that was just a known,
Gotcha.
that was a known commodity to me. So we went down to the King Mobile, and I was like, I know the food in there is dope. So I go in, I was like, let me get this big-ass roast beef sandwich. Like, that's the only thing that'll keep me alive. So got this big-ass roast beef sandwich, big water, got on the bus, and just sat there just eating the roast beef sandwich in silence. Like, I did not want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to be. Everyone's high-fiving, drinking beers. I'm like, leave me alone. Please.
Nobody else is feeling any pain?
No, I was the only one on that. No, there were two people from the Stash Bash on that bus, and then Ely met us out.
Uh-huh.
And those guys, I guess, didn't go
We
to
brought
late
our
night.
own vehicle so we could drop a smoke bomb if we needed to.
Smart.
It was smart because
I thought about that, too, because I was like, oh, you fuckers are, like, captive on this thing. Like,
Yeah. I don't fuck with being captive very well.
Yeah, I was truly captive.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on this bus eating this damn sub, and finally the guys are like, you have to have a drink. And someone just opened a beer and put it in my hand. I was like, son of a bitch. We get to the first winery, and I'm walking in, and the first thing I noticed when I walked in is that I had bitten into that sandwich and douched mayonnaise all down my new shirt. And mayonnaise stains are the worst. They don't come out.
straight oil.
Straight oil. So
So my granddad died.
That's right.
Yeah.
mayonnaise stains?
Yeah.
Too soon, Brendan. You should know better.
My bad. So I had mayonnaise stains all down my shirt. And the worst part, this is the shirt that I had just purchased. I'd never worn it. As soon as I walk in, I show Ely, I go, look at this mayonnaise stain. He goes, it's like a perfect shop shirt.
Yeah.
I go, it's not a shop shirt. It's my first time wearing it. Like, it's too young.
He just reaches up and rips one of the sleeves off. You're good.
Exactly. yeah. You can Larry the Cable Guy today. Didn't he have a mustache at one point?
So we're standing in like one room because our tasting isn't for an hour. So everybody's sitting around drinking.
Get her done.
And I'm like, I'm going to go in here. Like, I'm going to wash this thing off. So I go in the other, like, where all the tasting rooms are. And I'm in the bathroom just splashing. There's guys blowing it up, coming in and out. And I'm over there just blotting, trying to get it out. The damn shit won't come out. Like, it's killing me.
What color shirt is it?
It's like a really
Blue.
light
Actually,
blue.
let me ask Ely. What color shirt was it?
Light blue.
Okay.
Purple, light blue.
Yeah.
Light blue.
Because that matters because, like,
it does.
you're literally going to have a dark spot in that on that shirt for
Oh, it
eternity.
stood out. It stood out. And so I'm like, all right, this isn't coming out with cold water. Like, it's not working. So I know that all these wineries sell something called Wine Away. There's like a citrus-based spray. And that stuff can take wine out of anything. So it's got to be able to take anything out of anything in my mind.
I mean, give it a shot, right?
At this point, I've tried the water. That didn't work. So I go to buy some Wine Away. And they're like, oh, yeah, just buy it at the tasting table. So I'm over there at the tasting table, and there's like 5 girls, probably like 25 years old, like posted up there. And they're immediately like staring at me like, what are you doing? I've got this soaking shirt with these dark spots on it. I'm like, oh, I got mayonnaise all over my shirt. And I don't know what the hell, but this blonde girl right next to me is like, oh, that's hilarious. How'd that happen? I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I'm the hungover slob in a mustache with
Right.
mayonnaise all over his shirt?
Yeah.
And you're like, did you say mayonnaise? So she's all like chatting me up, and I'm like, what is this? And then her friend's like, I've got a Tide pen. And then now they're both excited. They're like, can we use the Tide pen? Like, I would love a Tide pen.
I'll never
right now.
understand women. Never.
It was the weirdest damn thing. So then they're over there rubbing the Tide pen all over my shirt on the tasting table. Like, they're pouring them wine, and these girls are going off, and I'm just like, this is insane. And they're just, everything I said, they were like, I was like, I'm not even charming right now. I can barely breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungover as shit.
Fighting
Giant
for your life.
mustache. Yeah. Like, I feel like death. I'm covered in mayonnaise. And they're like, this guy's awesome. And I was like, all right. So I was there for a minute while they Tide Pen me. And I'm like,
Dukes or Miracle Whip.
I'm
I
like,
got my Duke's pin.
Yeah.
I got my Duke's. I'll just stain up the whole shirt. You're going to look perfect.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go. Like, and they're like, what's your name? And I tell them my name, and like, I'd leave, and I go back in the next room. Like 15, 20 minutes later, the girls come in. They're like, Brendan, what's up? Come running over, hugging. All the women in our group are looking like, what's this
This is
scumbag
going to go over
doing?
well.
And
Yeah.
then our friend Tom is like, oh, he told you it was mayonnaise?
Oh.
Yeah.
So he starts blowing up my spot for something I didn't
Yeah,
even do.
it was awesome.
He's like, it's not mayonnaise. And then the girl goes, yeah, as soon as you left, the wine tasting guy said, we don't even serve food. I don't even know where he got that. So I'm like, this narc is
Yeah.
throwing me under the bus.
For sure.
I explained it was a sandwich on a bus that I douched all over myself. I tried to make myself
Like there's never
look
been
like
a
the asshole I am.
liar.
Like
Yeah.
a party bus has never rolled into that winery.
Right.
Like it's so
And
out
who-
of the fucking.
who tells
As there's
us-
7 in the parking lot
Exactly,
right now.
yeah.
Who tells a story like that? Oh, I
Jealous.
just douched mayonnaise all over myself. Like,
Yeah.
you don't make that up.
No.
I was changing the oil in my Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a little stain on it.
Yeah.
No, I said, oh, no, my mustache was eating a sandwich with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super fat.
Yeah, like,
That extra mayo on it.
Yeah.
that was literally it. So they come in, and they're all like, oh, my God, how are you? They're talking. All the girls are like, what is he doing? What's he up to? I'm like, I didn't do anything. I got mayonnaise on my damn shirt. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm pissed that the fucking bartender tried to fucking like. Make
He
you look
totally
like a
did.
Fucking bum.
Then we
Like,
go in and do a wine tasting, and he's our guy.
Oh, that was the one?
Yeah, and so everyone's like, Sam is great. And right in front of me, I go, Sam's a narc.
Yeah.
And I write to his face.
Nice.
He's like, what? I was like, he said they don't sell food here.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's you. You're
It's
the mayonnaise
you.
guy. Like, you
The
narc.
mayonnaise man is in my room.
You should have been like, I didn't say I had a number 8, motherfucker.
Right,
Like, I didn't
exactly.
point it out.
You
Like,
guys got to try the cheese
Yeah,
board.
yeah,
but watch
yeah.
out for the mayonnaise. That son
fucking,
of a
what
bitch.
a piece of shit. I don't know why. That really rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm glad you were upset because the whole time everyone's like, Sam is so great. I'm like, that dude's a dick.
Yeah, he saw some girls chatting with you and got fucking jelly.
You know
and
what
was
that
like,
is? I'm about to say that's the White Knight right there.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's on Twitter
He
all
saw
day.
for sure. He
That's-
saw them interested in another guy and was like, I'm gonna swoop in like
How
the White
long?
Knight.
How long?
He should have never used that word because.
Yeah.
That word's gross because.
Right.
How long does it take him outside of that winery to bring up that he works at a winery? 2.3 seconds.
Rapido.
Yeah, I mean, like
For sure.
Zero time.
he's talking to a chick. Oh, I work at a winery.
Yeah.
You're
That motherfucker
a
wears,
fucking beta male.
he
Shut
wears
up.
pink shirts all October.
Oh, God.
There's no doubt
With
in my
his
mind.
chocolate lab.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Zero chance he wears socks with loafers.
What's your dog's name? It's a she.
Yeah.
That dude. Yeah, he was a white knight like a
I don't
Oh, yeah.
assume my dog's gender. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a penis, but
Zer.
he is.
Yeah, it's fluid.
What's your dog's name? Zer.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed. He's a cissexual. But so then we go to the next damn place. Those girls showed up again later. They're
Which
like-
one? At Blue Mountain?
No, when we go to the next winery,
Veritas?
they come walking in. They're like, Brandon, what's up? As we were all leaving. So
Oh.
everybody's walking out, and then these girls are like, mayonnaise guy. And they're all like hanging
How'd that
out.
go over?
We followed you here.
You told us to come here.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
It was funny because it seemed to be all the other women that were like concerned. And my wife was like, What? They're gonna sleep with mayonnaise guy? I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to the bus
Yeah.
and get a drink. Like,
Exactly.
I thank God she's
saving
cool.
me effort.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh boy, that takes a load off my mind.
Yeah, literally.
My mind and Brendan's shirt.
Exactly.
But so I learned something. Mayonnaise and mustache, winning combination
together?
apparently. But after we left,
But don't
that-
walk around with
Are you
mayonnaise.
sure?
Don't walk around with mayonnaise in your mustache.
Either
That's
that-
gonna look weird.
Yeah. That would have been a great costume.
You know, that's a great point, Troy. That's a very good point.
is that hair gel?
I could use some.
Are you sure that you didn't get a handy on the way up? And you're in the Miata. It's a long ride. You're extra close. Your scarf's in the breeze.
There's something about Brendan.
Yeah.
There's something. My hair's all stuck up.
Yeah. How'd you get the twig from the berries?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was bad.
Tell
but
me
then
later.
after that winery, I will. After that winery, that's when I shaved in the pencil thin and rocked the rest of the night with the pencil thin, which is that's a creepy fucking look.
Yeah.
That's
Acting
not
like
it.
Mr.
That's
Bean.
usually Illy's look. He usually thins his out.
This
You
year
didn't
you
do it this
did.
year.
You walrused up. It was nice.
Yeah.
But
I
so-
like the walrus look.
Yeah.
So this you don't
The
know about.
walrus. Oh, lay
So
it on me.
I put the pencil thin mustache in. We're all hammered. We get back on the bus.
yeah.
And we're going out to Blue Mountain Brewery now.
Yep.
At this point, it's dark out. We're driving along. Music's going. Everyone's having a blast.
Is there
You
a
know,
pisser on this bus?
there is. There is.
Okay.
In
Which
fact,
is really weird, by the way. I'd like to mention this. It's a sidebar. I took a piss in there, and there's a full mirror right in front of you.
So you
And it's
just
very, like, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but when was the last time you had a mirror and watched you and your penis pee?
yeah.
It's like you don't do it very often.
It's
if you think
different
about
looking down as opposed to
Oh, yeah,
looking
legitimately. It's
back.
like right in front of you, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, there's my penis and me peeing.
It's probably like
I wish I'd had one of those in the downstairs bathroom so I could watch myself fishing that.
But did you get that vibe at all?
I never went in there.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah.
you didn't go
Freak
in
me
there?
out. Don't look over my shoulder like that with the
There's
big
a
wide
car. I
eyes.
saw a
I
car.
was like, what? There's not even a driveway out that door.
There's a car that pulled right in there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
There's a driveway.
All I know is his eyes just lit up and he was looking behind
Someone's
me.
off-roading in your
I
backyard.
was like, am I getting stabbed?
Yeah.
But so we're driving along. In fact, in that,
Did anybody blow that bathroom up?
at the moment that this thing occurred, there was actually someone in the bathroom who had been getting sick.
Uh-oh.
Was like vomiting. We're driving along in this bus. I don't know what happened in front of us, but something must have come in our lane. The bus goes off the damn road into a ditch, pitches sideways.
What?
And the side of this bad boy scraped along through the ditch. We ripped the bumper off of the bus.
Holy
The
shit.
whole side had mud all down it.
I didn't hear about
We
that.
ripped the rear bumper off, like hanging off a bit.
Yeah.
The front bumper was like mangled up. There was a couple following us, and when I talked to them at the brewery, they're like, honestly, we thought that we were seeing the end
Well,
because
y'all were all
the-
buckled up, so y'all were all safe.
Dude,
sure.
the girl who was in there booting got just thrown
Into
And
her
that-
own yak.
I don't know.
Yak just going everywhere.
I don't know. But man, it was like crazy. Like I remember I had a bunch of stuff in the seat next to me and I just looked over and all that stuff was in the air going. I was
Wow.
like, what the fuck? Everybody's falling around. I was like, this is crazy. And then all of a sudden it's like, we're back on
Was
the
it
road.
one of those
Yeah.
buses though where everybody was seated?
Drivers
at
like
least?
Yes.
Okay,
And it's like
so-
regular bus seats.
Okay,
Like, not
so
like a
facing
limo.
each other.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank goodness.
yeah.
But so apparently a car was coming our way and swerved. And this dude had to swerve and he was hanging off of like the ditch.
Yeah.
And then one of the wheels just gave out. We went in the ditch and he was able to pull that thing back up before we like,
Toppled over. or
before
hit
it got
something?
far worse. Yeah.
Wow.
Like it was crazy, man. And it was like, everybody was so hammered that it was like 10 seconds of like, oh my God, is everybody okay? What's going on? And then it was like,
Yeah, then right back to
Exactly.
past the vino.
Yeah.
and nobody was even
That's the mayo.
Yeah.
like everybody's like, I need a new beer, Like
Right.
it was crazy. But then I didn't realize how severe it was till we get
So
back
you
there.
saw it all, like when you got off the bus, you saw the damage.
Yeah, but not even until we were leaving did I even think to go back and look at it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how bad it was until the couple that was behind us was like, dude, I can't believe what I just saw. Like that bus, we just saw the whole top just lean. And then all of a sudden you guys were in a ditch and scraping. And then like all of a sudden it popped back out. And they were like, we can't believe that bus
That
came
driver
out.
My
saved
man
your life.
Sullyberger did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. And so I was like, it was that bad. And that's when I went out and I'm like, oh, snap. This side of the bus looks pretty mangled. Like
Somebody's
this is,
going to have a damn report to write.
Yeah. I hope you guys got the $8 insurance.
hey, how much is the full coverage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
How many
That was
people
Sir,
are in
you're
the group?
turning it in now. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think
can't
we're
get
good.
it now?
I think we're done. I think we're done here.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was sketch, man.
So like 20 people?
I don't know. What would you say? Maybe?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, it was a little sketchy.
All couples?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely a good time outside of, that one moment where
Yeah.
we kind of went off the road a bit there.
Wow.
That didn't happen to us on the ride home.
Because you weren't trapped.
Yeah.
Smart.
We did go to that pizza place that was pretty good. The Mr. Ho's.
Oh, right next to the King Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. That place is good.
Yeah, it was delicious.
And it is like Mr. Hose.
Mr. Ho's.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
HOSE?
No, H-O.
H-O-S, right? Or no, just H-O. Mr. Ho, I think is all it
No,
is.
it's Mr. H-O apostrophe S.
Oh, it wasn't HOOS, like who's?
No,
'Cause
it's
you're in
like it's
Charlottesville?
an Asian motherfucker named Mr. Ho.
Okay. Just double check it.
Not
Yeah,
a really
no.
creative one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to name it? No, I don't know. What's my name?
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
It's pretty good though.
Work for McDonald's.
Yeah.
And Wendy's.
Smart.
And Arby's.
Did you see the Burger King troll that they did on McDonald's?
No.
Pretty genius.
Yes, it is great. They did so they just opened up. They have a new app. Burger King does.
Uh-huh.
And inside the app, it says you can get a $1 Whopper at any McDonald's in their app.
Oh, my God.
So there's all of these videos of people going to McDonald's and being like, I want a Whopper.
Want a $1 Whopper?
Yes. And McDonald's is like, we
Get
don't
the
sell
fuck
the
outta
Whopper. And these people are like, it's on the app. You do sell it here. It is awesome, dude.
That is hilarious.
Yes, it is great. Well played. I feel like
Check in, mate.
McDonald's
Burger King.
is getting roasted on
Yeah.
the social media marketing side of things by Wendy's. Wendy's Twitter
For
person
sure.
Oh, yeah.
destroys them.
Yeah.
And now Burger King's getting
They
in
destroy
on it, too.
everybody, don't they?
Yes.
Wendy's?
Yeah.
That's fucking genius.
But you know
It
what?
is.
You got to go after the king.
You
Right?
have to,
I mean, that's
yeah.
why McDonald's gets crushed.
For sure.
I mean, that's a good sign.
We
if
might
you're
have
getting
talked
crushed.
about it, but I heard one time from doing zero research, it makes sense. I heard one time that well, let me float this what I heard out and tell me what you think. I heard one time that when Burger King was trying to catch up to McDonald's, they were like, well, here's what we'll do. Instead of doing all the research and finding out where we should pop
we'll
up,
fi-
we find McDonald's and we'll post up across the street from
Yeah.
them.
See what they do that's
Yeah,
successful.
because they know if we can put a McDonald's here, there's a want for the fast food.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, think of the money they would save by just letting them do all the research and
Yeah.
run the numbers.
Isn't that the CVS Walgreens beef too?
That's a whole nother thing. Like,
yeah.
they're everywhere. They're popping up.
But they're always across from
Yeah.
each other too. It's
Or, like, right down the street.
Yeah. You got Intel. Oh, you're building one there?
What I don't understand is, like, back in the day, there were home quarters everywhere. Remember those?
No.
So it was HQ, home quarters. It was basically a big box it was a Home Depot. They fucking all went under. Like, they couldn't.
Really?
It's got to be like Heckinger's from up north.
Yeah.
They're like, I think, damn, dude, you just turn your head.
Well, and then, like, they went under because they couldn't fucking make money. And now there's a Lowe's and Home Depot, and they're always close to each other, too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
how many of these do you need?
Apparently,
that-
2 in every location.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think those Lowe's and Home Depot, too.
I think them hoes. Yeah.
I think they've. I think they trick a lot of people into think they can do a lot of stuff because they can purchase it. They're like, "Oh, I'll just run up the road and grab it." It's like,
Yeah.
you have no clue what the fuck you're doing.
That's right.
Sit
and
down.
the commercial's got the guy who's like winking
Yeah.
at the camera with his hammer, and he's like, I built this entire home.
Yeah,
Those HGTV shows do that too. They're
Dude.
like, flip this house. And
dude,
they're like,
the wife and I love those shows because, they'll do like literally a 15-second spot in between commercials. They're
Yeah.
like, go to the store, buy this wood, screw this in, ta-da! You've got a fucking a shed, and
That's
we're like,
right.
it's that easy.
Exactly.
It's that
That's
easy.
all they did.
Yeah, that's
I'm
all
gonna
it
put
was.
this here. I think about moving this, and
Yeah.
like I watch those outdoor ones. You seen the guy that like makes all the outdoor?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's like, I have this vision. And you're like, what the fuck? These bitches are moving boulders, and it's like, bring. It's this magical. It's like Schmidt's gay. It's this
Yeah.
bring, and it
Yeah.
just-
It's like
Hey.
first I went and I got an excavator. And
Yeah.
then it's like
Right.
you don't just go get one of those.
exactly. So you're saying you filmed this over a month?
Yeah.
Is what happened?
Or like when they tear down walls, like people think they can just go tearing down walls in their
Exactly.
house. It's
Yeah.
like you can't just tear down random walls in your house, people.
Right. Yeah, it's
Yeah, whole house will come down.
it sells
Some of those are really, really important.
Yeah.
for sure.
And you just never know.
It's always the left one.
It's always the one that you need to move.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been moved long ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always like, hey, this really breaks up the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's your entire support
That
system.
long one that runs right down the center of the house that cuts it in half, I don't like that. Let's get that one out of here.
Fuck that wall. We're taking it out.
I want to open this whole space up.
Everybody does, dumbass.
Yeah.
I think Home Depot is more geared towards contractors, though, and Lowe's is more.
I've come to the same conclusion because when you walk in Lowe's, it's nicer. It's more appealing. It's very friendly. You're like, oh, I can do that. You walk into Home Depot, and it's like, it's orange, for fuck's sake.
Right.
It's like, this is workplace. Over there's all the lumber. Over here, it's just more straightforward. There's no frills.
I think they're smart because I think both of them kind of pick their own battles. Like, I think we've talked about this, but like, I feel like Lowe's like goes hard on like the lighting and stuff like that, where Home Depot's like, we're not going that hard on that. Like, so I go to certain ones for certain things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm doing this, so I'm going here.
Yeah, Home Depot's nails, Lowe's is fixtures.
Not me.
Yeah.
I go and I do this for everything that I need. I go to the closest one.
Well, definitely.
That's just the
Definitely.
way.
Yeah,
I
because
always
the
do
reality is they all got the same stuff.
it. Yeah.
It's just that this one's lit a little differently and has brighter colors, and this
I
one's
get
just a
pissed
little
when they
more
don't have it, and I
rugged.
gotta go
Yeah.
to Home Depot.
Well, that's what I feel about Sheetz and Wawa. I feel like Sheetz is like the fucking white trash version of Wawa.
Oh.
Sheetz is like all bright colors and flashing lights and stuff, and Wawa is all like neutral and just like toned down. And Sheetz like has all the weird, crazy food, and Wawa's like, you want a fucking sub? Like, I got you covered. Like,
The subs are better there. I'll give you
I
that.
do like the crazy food though, because I like the variety at Sheetz.
As I say, Sheetz is the one I go to, but Wawa has a better sub. If I want to go get
Yeah.
a sub,
Yeah,
I'll go to
for sure.
Wawa.
Better mac.
But
and
I also
cheese.
have a Sheetz much closer to me.
exactly.
So I got that stupid Sheetz card.
yeah.
I have so many. I'm considered a Sheetz freak. I can go in there and
Just give free shit.
I never pay for a coffee. Ever.
Really?
Nice.
Ever. I can go in there and get a free coffee any damn time because I have so many points. And they're just like, that's the easiest thing to give him and keep him happy because we got to use his points somehow.
Yeah, they got pretzel fucking buns. I mean, that shit's ridiculously good.
Yeah.
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 But if you want a sub, Wawa's pretty damn good.
Wawa's okay.
You know the problem? Both of them can't do a quesadilla to save their life.
I
And
know. What is
don't
that all
understand
about?
that. It's freaking cheese
It's
and
horrible.
a tortilla. And both of
Yeah.
them are shitty at it.
They are. They're bad.
That's
Publix
the one thing.
subs are fire.
Never had it.
Need to.
I keep hearing that.
You know, oh my God. I've been meaning to tell you this. This is not a joke.
If this is a fucking cookout ad,
Legitimately, no, it's not. At least 5 times I've said to myself, I've got to tell Brendan about this. I'll tell him tomorrow. And I haven't.
Today's tomorrow.
Exactly. Got it.
tomorrow's today.
Oh,
Have
wait.
you ever had Arby's gyro?
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's very good.
It is very good.
Very good. But it's not a gyro. Like, it's not it's not thick. It's like thinner. Right? The meat? Then like a
no.
thick cut gyro.
It's not like stuff that you'll get at like a Steakums. Like
No, it's thicker than a steakum, but it's not like
no.
quarter
It's
inch.
not like cut off the spit.
The
itself.
lamb, yeah.
Yeah.
But the
But
tzatziki
it's the
sauce
same
is
flavor.
Good. Yeah,
it's everything.
good.
It's legit. And like the flatbread is money.
Yes.
Everything about it's
My wife
amazing.
loves those. I got to
Oh,
get her
I
on
do
that.
too.
I
You
had
should.
one. And I was just like, all right.
Like it's
I'm
better
gonna
than the one
try
at Crazy
it.
Greek.
Oh, wow. 'Cause she
Easy.
loves that place.
Oh no,
It's a
No, she
good,
likes
it's a good
Belgrade.
gyro.
Bell Greek is
Bell Greek's
amazing.
Yeah.
dope.
Yes,
You find a good gyro place, man.
you hold on to it.
I actually had a piano teacher as a kid almost stop teaching me piano because I wouldn't go to piano. Like I'd be like, I don't want to go, and my mom would be like, I get gyro. I was like, ooh, I'll go.
Yeah.
And I'd get one before, but I'd smell like shit because it was just onions and
Nice.
meat. And the teacher actually complained to my mom, was like,
What's wrong with this kid?
could you not, whatever he's eating, he smells bad.
It's the mayonnaise. It's mayonnaise, man.
Yeah, I fixed my game.
Yeah.
Like,
Was that an?
Brother's like, can you help me?
how am I doing on my Chopin?
Yeah.
Every good boy does fine.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Dude, we got to try this. I got a deli
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm psyched about. I'm very interested to see how this one goes over. I saw this.
Oh yeah.
I had to pick it up.
Really?
This one, Ely, I should
you
be
had
hitting.
to pick this up.
This one actually came in a Beer of the Month Club. I've been holding on to it.
Oh, nice.
And I think this hits on two nerves of yours,
Really?
but together could be trash or good.
Let's see. Oh my God! It's like a match made in heaven.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Or so the label will have you
The
believe.
label will. Have
Oh
you believe.
God, smell it. Smell it. It smells like Elvis. It's bananas and
It
peanut
smells
butter.
like, what are those Jewish peanut things?
Oh, you're talking about the little poofs that I was.
Smells like those.
Oh, the Bombas?
Yeah,
Yes,
the Bomba.
Smells like Bombas.
All right, so check this out.
Whoa.
This is a brewery called Rusty Rail Brewing Company, and it's out of Pennsylvania in Mifflinburg, and they have a beer called Fool's Gold, and it is.
This label looks like it was printed in 1998.
This is a peanut butter
Yeah.
Hefeweizen. I feel like I was taking.
Which I love peanut butter.
And you love
And I love
Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen.
But I
God, it
was like,
reeks of peanut butter.
it reeks like a banana covered in peanut butter. Oh my God, that smells. I don't even want to taste it because right now all I taste is
Smells
all I
delicious.
smell is Ben and Jerry's. Like it smells amazing. All right, I'm going in. What the fuck?
Now,
What just happened?
I've had peanut butter stouts,
Really?
but I've never had peanut butter like a light beer, like the Hefeweizen, like a clear beer. It's 8%, by the way, just so you know.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What the fuck is that? Look at the silence in this
It's a
room right
peanut
now.
butter Hefeweizen.
It's
The
peanut butter
promise
and
of
banana.
gold at the end of the rainbow continues to fascinate imaginations. While many dream the search to be foolish, our journey through a rainbow of ingredients resulted in a rare style of Hefeweizen which uniquely blends peanut butter and banana flavors. One sip and you'll see why this brew is worth its weight in gold. They don't have any pictures of bananas on here.
But you smell it. I mean, as soon as you smell it, it smells like a Ben and Jerry's that's like banana and peanut butter.
I don't even know how to phrase.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm
I'm at a loss for words.
I really am.
I'm not even know how to phrase my feelings right now. That guy sounds smart.
Well,
Do you want
Troy,
to go first or you want me to go first?
I don't because I'm not sure. I'm going to let you.
I love this. It smells more peanut butter than it tastes. It does taste like peanut butter, but it doesn't stay on your taste buds. Once you get the beer in your mouth, you can taste more of the banana, more of the Hefeweizen. And I really like this beer. I would give this at least a 4, maybe a 4.5. This has been one of my favorite
Wow.
beers on the deli. Now, how many can I drink?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It's high octane. It doesn't taste high octane.
That's what I was going to say, is it does not taste like 8% to me.
But it's got a lot of flavors going on in it.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 4.
So, the Hefeweizen does come through after you start drinking it a little bit.
But I am a peanut butter fucking addict.
Dude.
And I will take a banana and fucking spoon peanut butter onto that fucking banana and just fucking go to town on it.
I do love. I believe you would.
And then I'll eat it.
I do love a banana and peanut butter as well, and I love a Hefeweizen. I would rather fish another fucking toilet roll holder out of my shit than drink another one of these beers. That's a point.
Wow.
Really?
I fucking hate this beer.
Wow.
I love everything about what it says it is. The banana tastes like fake banana, like Ben and Jerry's banana. The peanut butter ain't right. There's as a beer, it's trash.
Wow.
Now that
We've never been that
no,
far off.
that
You
is
and I
the
have never
furthest-
been that far off.
That is the furthest you and I have ever. Now I'm going to finish it because whatever that fruit peanut butter concoction is interesting.
Another reason I like this beer is because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
You don't see this done. A lot of the beers we have are just versions of the same beer we've already had.
Yeah, exactly.
That beer sucks. That's so crazy that you and I don't see eye to eye, because you and I are very similar, and that is like, it's leaving something in my mouth that's bugging the hell out of me. But as we've said before,
Well, our votes don't matter.
that's right. Let's turn it over to the E in deli.
I enjoy it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I think a lot of what Troy said is dead on. It does not taste strong to me.
No.
I'm shocked that it's 8%. In fact, when I first drank it, I was like, that tastes like a light on the end of it.
Yeah.
The Hefeweizen tastes very light. I will give you the little bit of like, it's kind of doesn't taste
artificial a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. The peanut butter is subtle, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I taste so much peanut butter. And
Really?
That's crazy. I
Probably
might
something
have
to do
a
with your
different.
eyes.
Probably.
Something's up.
But yeah, no, I mean, again, I'm pretty much going to echo what you said. I like it, but I don't know how many I would drink.
Yeah.
But,
It's something fun to have every now and then.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.5. Let's say.
That's
Ring
a deli.
the bell. That bad boy took it home.
You can ring my bell.
Once again, Ely and I are correct, and Brendan's wrong.
Yep.
I'm willing to take that because I get what you guys are tasting in there.
Now finish it.
Chug it.
Yeah, exactly.
The funny thing is, I'll get through this, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
The
I see that.
The last 0.5 you poured out, so I'd be surprised if you finish this.
You know what the last one that got a 0.5 was? There's that Joe the chef brought over that fucking malt liquor disaster.
Oh, yeah. That was
I thought we had one.
DBL or something. What the hell was it called?
DML. Yeah.
DKL or something?
DKML. 'Cause
DKML.
I remember ML was the last two because
Yeah.
it was malt liquor.
That's DKML.
Now, we had one a few weeks ago we didn't like when we poured out. Did we not give a 0.5 on that, or was it a
But
1
that's the
maybe?
thing. This is so interesting that I'll keep sipping on it because it is a weird flavor, just as a beer.
That I give you. It is super odd.
As a beer, I cannot get behind this, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm ranking it as. It's not as offensive.
I will
as the
agree.
Fucking
DKML.
labels are on crooked and shit.
Yeah,
I mean, this shit
it's
looks
some
like it
Bobo
was
shit.
made by a child. Like, look at the graphics on this label. It looks
They made
like
it in Word.
yeah.
You know what? I'm not finishing.
You're passing
I'm
it
not.
over to me.
I'm not finishing it. I don't.
Wow.
I don't. I just took another sip, thinking, no, there's something
Yeah.
horribly
Do
wrong.
you think that there could be a peanut butter Hefeweizen that you would like?
Yeah, I haven't given up because I think they added fake banana flavor. I'm getting like this.
Of course.
I'm getting this.
They didn't brew a real.
But a real Hefeweizen has a natural banana flavor to it if it's done in a certain style. You know what I mean?
You don't think there's a chunk of banana and peanut butter at the bottom?
No,
of this
they
bottle?
use that now and later banana flavor. That's what's in there, and
Yeah.
it's irking.
a
me.
runt.
I do hate
banana.
a Laffy Taffy banana.
Yeah,
Oh.
that banana. It's not banana.
What about
me
Runts
angry.
banana? I like a Runts banana.
All banana can rot in hell as far as artificial
wow.
flavors.
The artificial banana.
Yes. I'll
Yeah.
eat a regular banana.
I don't.
How come artificial grape's so good?
Is it?
It's better than grape. Because grape is just, I mean, grape's not bad, but grapes to me isn't very flavorful. Grapes aren't very flavorful. Where like artificial grape has more
It's
flavor.
that whole, like, everyone likes fruit punch cherry thing. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
that berry flavor.
This may not be an accurate story, but I read this somewhere once that the reason we have that banana flavor as our flavoring is because there was a banana long ago when we started making flavoring.
Uh-huh.
It was a different variety of banana that came out of somewhere in the East,
Yeah.
not U.S. Like
Virginia Beach? Oh.
no, like
Charlottesville East.
Yeah.
the East, the
Gotcha.
Far East.
Yeah. The Orient?
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
somewhere over there. There was a banana variety that tasted like that. So when they started making fake banana flavoring way back in like you could just buy opium at the
Yeah,
store,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
They were
Comes in your Coke.
they were mimicking that flavoring. Now since then that banana has
Well, I would assume all of
been
our
wiped away.
fruit flavors with all the hybrid, crossovers they do. Like, I mean, you can buy cotton candy grapes now.
Now, all of our fruit flavors are engineered by the companies to hook us and make us buy more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year, I remember you hated Christmas lights. You're not a Christmas light fan.
Oh my God! Why are you bringing this up right now? I fucking hate Christmas lights. I haven't even had to wrestle them yet this year, and I already hate them.
So
You should do them earlier
God, it
because at
drives me
least you get
nuts.
more time out of it.
and that's my logic.
Yeah.
So
But
I hate them too.
I fucking we're sending people to Mars. We can't make Christmas lights that work yet.
Yeah.
Or even trickier, we can't make Christmas lights where I can't find the bad Christmas light.
Yeah.
That's what drives me the most nuts.
Or like you got to put literally gloves on and like wrap them in silicone and fucking clouds and shit. Like I took a couple of my sets didn't work when I brought them out this year. I'm like, it's not like I was in an earthquake or they sat in the attic all year long. What the hell?
Right.
So this year, the day after Thanksgiving, we went and got our tree and everything. And then we had something to do, so we couldn't do all the rest of the stuff. So Saturday was a torrential downpour. I mean, horrible. All day
That's when you
long.
put your lights up?
Because I knew that Sunday I was going to be, out here with the guys hanging out. So, like, Saturday was my day. And the family was inside decorating. And when the family's inside decorating, my dumb ass is outside hanging lights. Griswolding.
Yeah.
I didn't know how Griswolding I was, but so this year I decided for some reason in the pouring rain, I was going to go as high up in a tree as I could go.
Sure.
And wrap 2 trees. So I got out the 24-foot ladder in the pouring rain, bundled up, wearing
That's so dumb.
so dumb on so many levels.
Yeah.
I get it.
All the levels.
Oh, I'm belching now and later banana. God. So I put on like full poncho, tried out all the lights. All the lights work perfect. Everything's good. I'm like, all right. So I go up, wrap this one tree.
How do you secure it at the top?
So what I do is actually I take a giant stick and I just like loop it around at the end and I go as high up on the ladder as I can get. And then I chuck that stick over a branch and it just hangs. And then I start wrapping from there, which is a horribly difficult and long process.
Yeah.
Like it's just awful, especially when you're up on a 24-foot ladder.
It's easier when you have to get them down, too, after Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
You don't have one of those poles?
So I have a technique where I wrap at the top with like a bundle. I keep like coming around with another stick so I can reach around the tree. And then I do get to a point where I wrap it on a giant pole and just walk around until I'm dizzy.
Yeah,
But I can like wrap the whole tree. So I'm doing this in the freezing pouring rain. And it takes me little over 3 hours. I'm just soaked to the bone. And I've gone through all the lights. I get them up and I'm like, all right. And I'm like, I'm not going to hook them all up, but I do want to make sure they work. So I put everything away, the ladders, everything's away. Then I pull out the extension cord and I Griswold it. Hands up like, oh, click. Nothing on one of the trees. Like the tree does
But the other one lights up?
Other one lights up. So I'm like, oh, shit. What the hell is this? And I'm like, I'm trying everything. I'm doing the Griswold. I'm like tapping the lights. I'm going up. I'm like trying to find like the one as high as I can reach with my hand. I'm like, these
The lights aren't twinkling, Clark.
they're not twinkling, Clark. I know. Thanks. And so now I'm like, this son of a bitch. I'm 3 hours into the soak. I'd already taken the gloves off that were soaked. Now my hands are just
God, that
numb.
fucking day was miserable. I can't believe you did that. That day was awful.
Had to drag the damn thing back out. Then I'm ripping the lights off of the tree, and the whole strand snaps in half. So I'm like, these motherfuckers now. That was like, screw it. Go get the damn ladder. Go back up. Light the whole damn thing.
You don't realize how 20 feet up is until you're standing on an extension ladder against a tree.
in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're up there.
For sure.
So I go up, I hook up all these lights again, test these ones. I'm constantly like coming back down, clicking, okay, keep working, clicking, okay. Wrap the whole stupid tree again. Now I'm like 4 hours into this journey. And I'm like, all right, I'm finally done. I get everything hooked up, all is well. Last night, I come home, half the fucking trees lit up on the same one. I'm like, what happened? These are all new lights. They just went out. Clunk. And my wife's like, half the lights are out. And I'm like, and half the lights are staying out till New Year's.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done.
Oh.
Like, it is. Oh, I can't stand
I
that shit.
fucking hate them, dude.
Unbelievable.
I feel like Elon Musk needs to fix this.
What I hate.
This is what Elon Musk
Have
should
you
be
watched
Yes.
any of these shows, these Christmas light fights, where these fucking people go insane?
What
and
is
literally,
this?
So there's shows where it's like you see these fucking families that go all out and like basically they do a battle and then they get an award. Like the HGTV host goes to different towns and visits these people. This guy did this amazing setup. He had 4 million lights on his property.
Like the
4
ones that we
million
saw
lights.
last
Yeah.
year or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they fight.
Dude.
Is this like on like an HGTV or something?
Yeah, it's on one of those shows. But I'm literally like, who are these people? Like, how? Like, you need an electrical and engineering degree to figure that shit out. Like, you have to
And a
get.
serious storage unit.
Yeah, I mean, how do you not go insane? You must spend months putting that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Months.
And your neighbors got to love you.
Yeah.
I guess those people would just hear my story and like, what, one failed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You puss.
Exactly.
Get back up there. Get to work. It's only August.
The neighbors must hate it though when you have that house and like there's just cars in front of your house for a fucking solid
Dude, you're
month.
blocking the whole road.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we were pulling up last year in buses, there were buses all
Uh-huh.
up and down those roads, people everywhere. Some of the neighbors would get into it. They're out there selling hot chocolate, making a little coin on the
Yeah.
side. But I'm with you. I'd be furious.
So we have a friend. The three of us have a friend who you guys
Ray?
who you guys met camping, and they live, I think, over in Walton Park, and there's a whole street that does it.
Oh, really?
And they're like, they have a big like block party every year, and like,
good for them, though. If you can get your whole street in on it, I'm okay.
yeah. But what if you don't, what if you just bought the house so you weren't that guy? And
Yeah,
it's like,
you're like,
congrats,
humbug.
You're now that guy. Because I mean, I have a few decorations. I spent 2 or 3 hours putting them up outside, but like, that's all I got. Like, literally, that's all I got.
Yeah,
Didn't we
did
see
you ever
how-
go to my house in Fox Creek? So everybody in Fox Creek does their trunks of their trees with red and the top
Okay.
with white. Everyone. And it sounds weird, but like
When everybody does it, it looks
everyone
cool,
does
yeah.
it looks freaking amazing. Like I've recorded
could see
video.
that.
Yeah.
I
And
could
it's
see
it's
that.
funny too. You like get guilted into it because it's
Yeah.
like 10 houses in a row, then you're the dark house, and then it keeps going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you kind of have to do it
Yeah,
at that
you
point.
do.
But there's wizards all over your neighborhood. You can be like, hey, $50. How about you?
Right. Knock it out. But it was really cool. I have a cool video.
I've got one tree. I just literally throw lights all over.
Yeah.
And my wife buys new lights every year. And I just keep adding to them, and they're all different shapes, colors. And
What
none
is
of them
that
make
called
sense.
when you just throw them all on there?
I don't know.
Junk tree, trash tree, something like that?
I call it dripping tree because it looks like the lights are just dripping off of it.
I actually like that look.
Yeah.
I like it
people
too.
do
It's
that.
just it's a pain in the ass because I don't have like a lift. You know, I'm borrowing a
But
neighbor's.
don't you just chuck them, or do you actually
well,
have to
you
like
chuck
do some
them,
work?
but that never works. Like you got to get up there and kind of fuck with them too. You know.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I always thought the people just threw them
No.
I hate
because I'm
Christmas
looking for a
lights.
shortcut. Yeah, you get frustrated every year.
Yeah.
When this
Do you
comes
put a
out.
lot of lights on your house?
No.
I wouldn't if I were you because you can't see your house. No
Yeah.
one would see your house.
Exactly. We have 4 large bushes. I already did those. Then I have 2 really cool deer that have lights all in them and
But those are like pre-done, right?
pre-done. But then half of the neck fails.
Yep.
And the neck's dark. And I'm like,
I just got a
reaching
floating
into
deer
the-
head here.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't even want to think about it.
And I thought we figured it out. Like, it's not a series circuit. Like, why does one kill all of them? Like, why do we have to have it set
It's
up
like
that way?
series parallel. It's like
Yeah.
not every single light's in parallel.
It's like half of them
Yeah.
work. It's
they
like
have them instead of like where they had years ago and it was series and one would come out and the whole section's gone. It's like they've broken them into smaller sections.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
That's all they've done. It's just stupid.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
I hate it. I'm with you now.
And then, fuck around and buy a pre-lit tree. And then they go out. And you're like,
Yeah.
fuck!
Now you got to throw the
Now I
whole
got to
tree
cut
out.
them out because they're all interwoven into
Yep.
the limbs. You have to spend hours cutting them out.
Yeah, and then you end up putting new lights back on.
Exactly.
So you're like, oh, the whole point of this pre-lit tree was I didn't
Is
have
this-
to put lights on.
Exactly.
Is this all going to go away now that we have LEDs, though?
No.
Like that
Yeah.
little Charlie Brown tree has LEDs.
My-
I thought that
My
would be-
deers are LED.
and
Yeah.
it still went out.
Yeah, because the problem is the wiring, and it's still the connections are the same.
And they're all cheap.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, the bulb is probably Aces, but it's just the cheap ass
Right.
wiring.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that blows.
Yeah.
So this is always going to be a
They
problem.
have those stupid little testers that you run.
Do y'all have a fake tree?
We do have.
You have
several
multiple
fake
trees.
These dudes
Yeah.
have they have like a dozen trees.
No.
You have 5 trees.
Oh, now we got a fucking cat too,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
all rat fucking the trees. So,
Well, he's just one tire mark away from not your problem.
Yeah.
right,
right.
exactly,
That's how you roll.
Come
Yeah,
out to the
for sure.
four-wheeler, cat.
exactly.
We have one fake tree, but our main tree's a real tree.
Really?
Yeah.
You go into Ely's house and you just hear motors revving to get the cat used to it so it doesn't flinch.
We got a sweet 12-foot tree that we put up.
Dang,
that's
it's hard
my
to find
favorite.
a real 12-foot tree.
Oh yeah. Well, when did we do that? I feel like we did that not too long ago. But yeah, you're right. It is, and they're expensive. to
Yeah.
find them.
Yeah, you're spending hundreds of dollars.
Super hard. Find anything over really 9 feet. It's
Yeah.
difficult.
I've got a nice 9-foot tree from Costco this year.
I cut down my tree in under 8 seconds. I was very, very proud of myself.
What took you so long?
Don't give me that.
Yeah.
It's 8 seconds. It's I treat it like a rodeo. I'm always like, it's 8 seconds. That's the goal. And last year was the first time I failed, and it was like Christmas didn't even happen. It just like hung there.
Yeah, it's.
In the
I'm
air.
embarrassed for you.
Yeah.
When you the
I'm
first
kind of
time you
embarrassed
proved
for
it-
8 seconds.
Me too.
I did one. Like this tree must have been like completely rotted out because it was like a 4 second. It was like I went and all of a sudden like the saw just kind of like went through like 3/4 of
Like
it. I
a
was
hot
like,
knife through
I was
butter.
like, whoa, all right. The kids were like, damn, Dad. I was like,
You sharpened that
yes.
saw all year.
all year, just
Yeah,
sitting
you
there.
too.
No, he went out there about an hour before they showed up and cut halfway through it.
Yeah.
He's like, I like this one, kids. We should go with this. That's probably the way to
I
do it.
karate kicked my trees over.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
believe you do. That's well done.
Thought you wrestled him to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
I see you side-eyeing me, tree.
Right. You look like you want to come home with me.
Right now.
Yeah.
Hiya! It's over.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
For sure.
Yeah, well, Christmas lights are still unfortunately part of the
Don't ever make it right.
part of the equation.
We need to invent something.
Or just get a listener to do it, and then we'll just like put the ITPH stamp on them.
There
That's
you
how
go.
it works normally.
I would like that.
Yeah.
We'll license them officially.
There you go.
I think that's not such a bad idea.
Not at all.
Man, what in the hell? There it is. Not that we're trying to end the show. I've been trying to end the show for the last like 30
Oh, okay.
seconds. Been slowly pushing the button and everything's just fading out. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. Thank you for everyone who donated during the Stash Bash. And
Speaking
came
of
out.
support, our show,
Taylor Carson does this opening music, and he just had a new album come out.
number 2 on the charts, I saw.
I did, man. That
Yeah,
was-
man. Killing it.
That is pretty good.
Go
So,
look
That's
it up.
awesome.
yeah, check it out. He's got a new album out, and it's pretty good. There's a song in there called Josephine that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Gotta
I'm
check
enjoying
that
it.
out.
Yeah, it's excellent. So Taylor, congratulations on the new album, my friend. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you haven't had a chance to send us anything over on the email, any topics or anything you want to tell us about, please do over at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Or you can always reach out to us on our Facebook page over on the Inside the Pallet House podcast page. Or you can reach out to us at ITPH Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much. We will be talking to you soon. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?